Welcome back to PC Building Simulator. We're here on the home screen, which you know what that means. It means we got an update. We got a big update. This is version 1.11. You can see it in the bottom right. And there's a lot of new parts and a lot of exciting things that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about a lot of them. We've got new workshops, which we're only gonna briefly talk about right now. We can talk about them more in a upcoming video after that. But we have a new EVGA workshop, which is very exciting. I've checked it out already. It's very cool. We're gonna check that out in a separate video. We'll do like a workshop tour. And we've got some more workshops because this page moves over. Oh, look at this. These are some familiar faces from the esports expansion. The 3 workshops that were introduced in that are now just playable in the game. So that's cool. Again, I'm really not gonna check out any of these in this video because I want to do like a separate video to talk about workshops. So let's just jump into, I love the Overclockers UK workshop. So let's jump into here. We're going to check out everything new in 1.11, the update for PC Building Simulator. Okay, we're here in the Overclockers UK workshop. Nothing looks too different yet, right? Oh, no big secrets. Actually, there are new things in here that there are new things in front of us that we haven't looked at yet. So actually, I got access to this a little bit early as a part of some of the videos I did for the official PC Building Simulator YouTube channel. Go ahead and check those out if you want to check them out. I did a EVGA, like ultimate EVGA build, which was pretty cool. And then I also checked out the EVGA workshop, and we just kind of did some well, actually, that was, I don't know, did some other stuff. So yeah, this was what we built in the EVGA workshop, with kind of the ultimate EVGA, but we're gonna go over some of the parts here. So I don't wanna give too many spoilers. So let's just start and go through all the parts in 1.11, 1.11, because there are quite a few new parts. Like I said, other than new components, the big updates are the access to the new EVGA workshop, the access to the existing esports workshops outside of the esports expansion. You do need to own the esports expansion to have access to those workshops, but you can now use them in campaign and free build, which is super neat. We'll check those. I'm gonna check those out in like a separate video, probably along with the EVGA workshop or something like that. So that'd be kind of fun. But let's go through all the parts. So everything else in the game that's updated is just parts, but that's a good thing. We always love new components. So let's go through some of them. Actually, let's start with peripherals. So with peripherals, we've got a new vendor, a new component provider, which is Acer. And we've got Acer's Predator XB273K GP, which is really interesting. It has like these panels on the top and side to control like light and stuff that's glare and whatnot. I guess I don't know. It's like that's a very extreme monitor. So we've got that. Oh yeah, this is what a black monitor screen looks like. And then we've also got the Predator XB273U NV. So what's that, 273K GP and the 273U NV. Okay, great. Can I turn this? Oh, this computer does not function. Okay, let's do over here. I want to at least, we want to see it turned on, right? We gotta see. Let's put the one with the blinders up. Okay, so there you go. It's a monitor. It's cool. And then we've also got this. There you go. So a couple monitors from Acer, their Predator line. So that's kind of a new component provider, a new manufacturer in the game, which is cool. Also on the peripherals front, not a new manufacturer per se, but new components here. We've got really one keyboard from EVGA, the Z270, and you can attach or detach the wrist rest, basically. So there you go. In the EVGA workshop, they demo and they have this keyboard like up on this big screen, and they talk about all the features. It's it's cool. We'll check that out in the EVGA workshop tour. We've also got a new mouse. I don't know why I went over to this workstation, but I did. Also from EVGA, the X17. There you go. It's a mouse. It's got lights. It's cool. All right, nice. And then that's it in terms of components. We have no new mouse pads. We've got no new, headsets. It's like, where's I think headset's over here. I don't think we have any new headsets. No. Okay, so that's everything in terms of peripherals. So we got that out of the way. Let's get into the actual components. So let's start with CPUs. We've got the Ryzen 5000 line completed, which is exciting. So before we only had the 5900X and the 5950X. So top of the line pretty much, right? The 12 core 5900X and the 16 core 5950X. And now we have the 5800X and the 5600X, which I'm excited about because I own a 5800X in real life. So yay, it's in the game. 8 cores, it gets really hot. It's cool. So that's in there. So we got that. That's all we have in terms of new CPUs. We get the 5800X and the 5600X. In terms of CPU cooling, we've got a few new coolers in here, mostly AIOs, but a couple air coolers as well. So we had in the last update 1.10, is that right? I don't know, 1.10.5? I can't remember. It was some, version numbers. Yeah, it's something. We got the Core Liquid 240R, the 360R, but now we have the Arctic Freezer 50, kind of a tower air cooler. The Gamers from Assassin 3, a massive tower air cooler, like very Noctua-esque, Be Quiet-esque. And then Arctic has brought us their Liquid Freezer 2 in a 120 mil, 240 mil, 280 mil, and a 360 mil. Oh, and also a 420 mil. What? Wait, how did I miss that? Wow, the only 420 mil AIO in the game. That is fascinating. I don't know how I missed that. That's cool. And then we also have the Inwin SR24 and 36 Pro, so 240 and 360 mil rad AIO, so that's pretty cool. So that's our CPU cooling. Motherboards, we have 2 new motherboards, I think, both from EVGA, which is pretty exciting. So we've got their Z490 for the win Wi-Fi and their Z490 Dark. And the Z490 Dark is pretty crazy. And if you want to see a build with the Z490 Dark, I did this build with the Z490 Dark, and so if you want to see that, you can go over to the official PC Building Simulator YouTube channel and check it out. It's really interesting. The socket is turned sideways. It only has 2 DIMM slots. I'm actually not super sure why. I think it's maybe an overclocking thing. But that's pretty cool. So 2 new motherboards, both from EVGA, which is cool because we have not had new EVGA boards in a long time. And we had a few Z490 boards. We only had 3, all from MSI. So now we got a couple more, which is great for you Intel fans out there. Memory, we've got no new memory. None. There's none here. You're going to see none. I'm sorry, everyone. No new memory for you. Graphics cards, we've got new graphics cards. They're exciting. We're going to come back to that. Storage, we got no storage. No storage. There are power supplies. We do have some new power supplies. There are some non-modular ones from ADATA, 750 watt, 650 watt, 550 watt, 450 watt, all of those. So we got 4 new power supplies, all, again, non-modular. So, power supplies, it's cool, it's fine, it's great. Cases, sadly, no new cases. I'm always sad. Cases are maybe my favorite new component in the game sometimes because they're like the most interesting. But no new cases, so sad there. Case fans, we do have a few. All from GamerStorm. We have the TF120S in both black and white, non-RGB, and then the MF120 GT, which is RGB. We actually got them in this computer here. You can see them there. Oh, let's close that actually. It's not the greatest case to demo fans, but you can see them. They have just a simple X looking RGB pattern there. Again, not the greatest case to show them often, but they're in there. So that's case fans. So let's go into graphics cards because we've got a lot to talk about, which is very exciting. So most recent graphic card additions of the game was the AMD RX 6000 series, right? We got the reference cards, not the founders. That's not an AMD term, but so we got those. I would like to scroll down to them and not scroll too far, which is going to be difficult. Have I already scrolled too far? No. Oh my gosh, there's so many cards in this game now. Yeah. Here they are. So we got the 6800, the 6800 XT, the 6900 XT, right? We also had these. We had the 3060 Ti. I think it's the only 3060 Ti we had so far. We had the Supreme cards from MSI. Now we've got a bunch of cards from Colorful, a bunch of new ones. We got 2060, 2070, 2070 Super, 3090. Our first 3090 from Colorful? No, that's not right. We had one. I think I saw it. Anyway, Colorful had a bunch of graphics cards. If you're into Colorful, there you go. 2060 Super, 2070 Super, 2060, a bunch of them. We randomly got a 1660 Ti from EVGA. That's cool, I guess. We got a 2070 from Colorful. And then from MSI, our first third-party RX 6000 cards. So we got their 6900 XT. There's 2 SKUs of each of these, and they have just slight clock changes. This one's crazy. 6900 XT with a 10 megahertz clock difference and nothing else? I don't know. Okay, cool. I guess that's cool. 6800 with a 90 megahertz clock difference. Okay, a little more significance. And then 30 megahertz clock difference there. So anyway, but the important thing is RX 6000 cards from third parties. So that's exciting. Thank you, MSI, for bringing those in. So that covers it for graphics cards. Or does it? Because that only covers it for the air-cooled cards, because we've got lots of news in terms of water-cooled GPUs. We did not have any 30 series RTX cards water-cooled before. We were basically 2080 Ti was the tippity tip top. We had no RX 6000, no way. And I'm happy to report that we now have both of those things, and I'm very happy about it. So we had all these 2080 Ti, 2080, and now Corsair's water blocks have been added. So what's super interesting about this is, like, this is the first time where we've got a vendor where we've basically got like water blocks for specific vendor cards. So if you look through here, you'll see it's like, here's an RX 6800 XT. This is for the reference card. Any of the RX 6000 is just reference. Here's our reference 3090, our reference 3080. Let's see. That's it. Okay, there's that. This is Founders Edition, which is super interesting. There's Founders Edition and then there's Reference. It's interesting. The Founders Edition boards are pretty short because they're like those weird little, V-shaped PCBs if you've seen them. I took apart my 3080 a few weeks ago, so I've seen it. But then we also have like the Ventus, so like MSI's Ventus card. Now you can get the specific water block for that card, or if you want the Strix card with a water block. So that's a lot more realistic. Like, that's kind of how water cooling graphics cards works in real life. Usually you buy a water block for the cards you have. You typically don't just buy a card unless you're buying like a hybrid card or, a card that already is just made for strictly water cooling. And then we've also got EVGA. They did do their own water cooled cards here. So we've got their For the Win 3 Ultras and then also the XC3 Ultra, 3080, 3090, both of them. So there you go. That's all of our new water-cooled GPUs. So we got a bunch of 3090s, a bunch of 3080s. We've got a 6800 XT and a 6900 XT. No 6800, which is not a big deal, I don't think. And then, yeah, like a bunch of 3080s and 3090s. So super exciting. What else is new in terms of water cooling? We've got no new radiators. We've got one new reservoir, Corsair's XD3 RGB. It's a really small little pump res combo. It's RGB. It's pretty cool. It'll be fun in like some small form factor builds, so I like that. CPU blocks, we've got some new CPU blocks. So we've got, we had all these ones from Corsair before, but now we've got some from EK. So we've got their Supremacy Edge and their Supremacy Evo blocks. So Supremacy Edge is kind of like this weird angular looking thing, and we've got that in a few colors. So kind of like a black, white, black clear, red clear, silver clear, black red, and a black silver, black nickel, right? And then the Supremacy Evo, we've got kind of like in a plexi red, a acetal blue, and a white acetal. So those are fun. Just some different looking ones from EK, which is cool. And then is that it? That's it. That's it. We have no new fittings. No, that's it. So that's in terms of water cooling. But the big thing is water-cooled GPUs, 30 series, very exciting. I am very happy about these things. So yeah, that's it. That's everything new, really, in 1.11, the 1.11 update to PC Building Simulator. So a bunch of new parts, big exciting parts in terms of water-cooled graphics cards. We got a couple new CPUs filling out that Radeon 5000. Ryzen, there's so many R's. AMD, stop it. The Ryzen 5000 series, and we've got a few other new parts to boot. So there you go. I'm going to be back with a tour of the EVGA workshop as well as the esports expansion workshops. So if you want to check those out, be sure to be on the lookout for those. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos of PC Building Simulator or any other games I've been playing, be sure to subscribe. And either way, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. See ya.